Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on more photos from Montreal, and as you can see, I have some mural art happening here. I have a single page 6x12 layout that I want to do, and right now the way I have this laid out, I would have an empty 4x6 pocket, but I am willing to move that if I found like two 3x4s that I like better. Not even sure what 4x6 I have that would work with that. I'd almost have to find something maybe that just had like a fun phrase on it or something, and then it just had a solid color in the background, because none of these really match. Well, I mean, they kind of do. There's pink like in each of them, so that's fine, but like their patterns are so different. The style is very different. So I'm not even sure what I can find. So maybe that's my first order of business, is to try to find a 4x6 card that fits that plain background, big phrase type of checklist. If that doesn't work, then maybe I have to resort to, okay, I'm going to have to move one of these, and then it's going to be two 3x4s instead. Well, it just goes to show you never know what you'll find, because I went into this thinking like, I am not going to find a 4x6 card that's going to work for all this. Like, it's going to be difficult. I actually have four that I found that I'm thinking of using, and they are all very, very different from each other. Here's the first one. And I like this one because it's got the pink, the light pink, and I have pink happening in all of these. I also like that it's kind of an odd choice, I think, to have orange with it, but there is this bright orange here. This is kind of a burnt orange, and then there's a little bit down here. So the orange does exist in the photos, and then it would allow me an option to journal if I wanted to. Now, I wasn't planning on it, but if I used this, I could like layer some embellishments or ephemera pieces, do a little journaling, and I think that would work just fine. Then I found this one that's just a background. Now, having said that, I might stamp something like underneath it to bring in black and just have a phrase on it, because there is black happening in some of these as well. So that's an option, but I love the bright colors, and a lot of them match with what's happening. I mean, look at these. Like, that is perfect. For this color, there's yellow. Bright here, I've got red and pink happening, so I do like that one. And I love art in all forms, so, you know. And I think I have stamps that say something like, I don't think I have one that says murals, but I have something that says art piece, or, you know, they're art themed. I have several in my museum sets, so I could make that work, I think. Then I have this option, which I also love because it's got black and white. That's great. Then I wouldn't have to stamp anything if I didn't want to, because there's already black in there. I've got a red heart. There's red happening. I've got this blue tone. That's in there too. Like, it fits well. That's certainly an option. Now, this last one, I could be crazy for thinking this. It is a very, very bold choice, but I kind of like it. I have this one. And again, it's because like all of those colors are represented in here. And then I could do it this way or this way. Ooh, I kind of like it better this way, I think. And I could just do like murals in letter stickers. That would be kind of cool. But, you know, I just realized I could maybe do that with this one as well. Instead of stamping, I could just do it in small letters here. So I have all these choices, and it's very hard to make a decision because I like them all. I've decided I'm going to go with this card, but that means that I have to find very small letter stickers if I'm going to put something there. So I grabbed out my smaller ones. Like, obviously even this one is too big, but I do have some pretty small ones. I'm hoping there's something in here that not only matches, but is the right size. All right, so I have quite a few options here. So I just have to figure out like stylistically what I like. And the colors are all fine because I made sure that they match, obviously, with the photos and with this. But here are my choices. I have red. These are a little bit bigger, actually, than I would like. But I think I'm just going to do right under here. It's either going to be murals or mural art. Obviously, I use fewer letters if I do murals, so maybe that's the way I'm going to go. I did already check this one because I'm missing quite a few. I checked it. I do have enough letters that spell out murals, so that's good if I go red. Then I also have this yellow, which I also like a lot because there's only one yellow heart here, but there is yellow like in these photos, and it would really help it pop. It would make it very, very bright, which is certainly, you know, an incentive. And then I actually have two blue options. I have this one, which isn't the exact same color, but it's very close. It's the same size as those red ones. So not ideal, bigger than I would like, but I would do it if I decided I really loved it. But then I have these, which are tiny. They're very close to this color, sort of that teal, and they're tiny, tiny. And that might be awesome to have kind of these big hearts and then these little letters. So those are an option. And then I have kind of an old standby. I have just black and white. And it would help bring in the black that I have in there. It would certainly make kind of a bold statement with the title. But I'm just not sure if that's the look I want. But right now, if I had to pick, I'm leaning towards... Oh, something came off on these. Uh-oh. Some other letters. Oh, I don't want it to wreck these. Can I get that back on there? I gotta get this one off first. And then put that one back on there. Hopefully that's reusable. We'll see. Anyway, I think it's going to be one of these two options. All right, I have the letters on here. I've just put them along the edge here so I can get them as straight as possible. And then I'm just going to center them, which is kind of here, I think. And so if I just go like that to get the tops down, and then hopefully I can just sort of... Oh, that did not work. I was hoping I could just like pull that out of there and that they would all stay nicely, but they did not. Yeah, see, already they're a little crooked. I should have used my... What do you call it? It comes with the fuse. It's the metal part that has an opening where you can run the fuse along it, or or you can just use the edge of it, but it's a very, very straight edge. Normally that's what I use if I need to line up letters, because I find it's pretty easy, but thought I would go a different way this time. Let's see if I can put these down like so. Will it work? If I hold the tops a little better, there we go. How does that look? Let's see. It's not perfect. It kind of goes down to the right. I'll mess with it, but let's just see if I like it. Yeah, I even had my little tweezers out in case I needed them. I'm not sure. I don't love it as much as I thought I would. Am I gonna like these better? That kind of surprises me. I thought for sure like that I would just absolutely love that. I'm a little nervous though about like messing with these too much. Should I just go with this and leave it? How about that? It's a little better. And actually I don't care if it's not like totally perfect. You know what? I'm gonna sit with that just for a minute and see how I feel about that. All right, the more I look at it, I think I'm okay with it. And I do have some ephemera pieces that I had pulled out thinking like, oh, these colors might match, because I knew there was yellow, orange, and pink in there. And this is a set. I believe these are from Freckled Fawn, if I'm not mistaken. I've had them for quite a while. I don't always think to grab chipboard. I should do it more often. But I have these. Ooh, this is kind of cute. I could do like that right there. It's pink. I like it. The rest of these don't really work like these pink ones. Don't care for the phrase. Now that one's kind of peachy. It matches the brick. I don't like that as well. This stands out better. I was thinking I might have to do something there, but it's not bad here because I do have extra space on this edge. So yeah, you know what? I think that's the way to go. All right, I have it all put together here. I love the overall layout here. I'm glad I tried something a little different because it is very colorful and very bold, but I like that, and I think the colors do work together. So here's another one finished for Canada. Thanks for watching.